My son has just received these two adorable kittens. He also has two dogs. One is as mad as a box of frogs on a hot day in France. So I want to build them some cat shelves, a safe space where they can get away from the lunatic dog. Let's run my intro VT and then see how I made it. So this is a packaging crate that arrived from China containing glass to a friend of mine. I'm going to add a whole ton of gold screws to reinforce and strengthen the box. And then I'm going to remove the metalwork from the outside. And as always, I'm going to use a Kelly's clotted cream ice cream tub to place all the metalwork in. So I'm going to do it step by step, but being a beginner, what should be quite a simple job, I can make it quite difficult, and I'll show you all the mistakes I make along the way. First mistake, of course, is to have an axe. Why would you need an axe for such a job? So I've removed the metalwork, I've added screws, and now I'm putting my safety glasses on and using a crowbar to remove all the excess nails. I'm not a fan of nails. I put them down here in a Jelly Belly bean jar box, and eventually that'll go to the scrap merchant with a whole ton of scrap metal that I'll get with my son. Bailey dog, he's always present on woodworking, especially on a sunny day like this in the United Kingdom. And this is me removing some of the glue from the stickers. I've got a scraper here, but in reality the glue's not that bad. I've just got to peel it off and then a bit of finishing scrape at the end. The dog's really super helpful, as you can tell. He likes to get right up close and personal. Right, we're going to measure up for shelves now. We've prepared the outside. We've done a little bit of sanding. As you can see, it's a plywood base. It's a rectangle. It's about 66 centimeters. And because I'm working on my own, I'm going to start by putting 2 planks of wood in these clamps and get them to the right height or depth, depending on how you're looking at it. Meanwhile, the dog's going to just continually lick himself all day because he's been out for a swim today. So rest it on here, offer up a ruler to the inside line on the right hand side, pencil mark it, and then we're ready to go and cut it. I'll do this times 2 because this plank is actually half the depth of the shelving unit. Over to the miter saw. I'm wearing a mask, I'm wearing my ear defenders, all that kind of stuff going on. That's the first cut. The pallet slats you see down there are a giant pallet slat fence that I made, again at my son's house. So here we are, 2 planks of wood and a dog, and we're back out the front, and we'll offer this in with a rubber mallet just to position it in place. A little bit of gentle persuasion, and then offer in the second one. So we'll turn that over. Won't wake the dog up because clearly he's had a busy day swimming this morning. And position the camera like this so that those who are dog lovers will check if the dog's still breathing. Car lovers will have a look and try and work out what Range Rover that is in the background, and the woodworkers will have a look at what on earth is this guy doing with a speed square down the bottom right hand corner. Turns out, although we're not building a Swiss watch here and it's not a paying customer, it's not a particularly important piece of equipment, it is important sometimes just to try and get things square. And that's, as one Australian says, check square, check square, check square. So here we go. Check square number 1, check square number 2, check square number 3. Quite happy with that. So we'll screw it in place. Job's a good one. Right, this is now the second plank. We'll offer this in, and it's too deep, too wide, whatever you want to call it. So I'll right top on there, mark it up, and then I will join the dots using a spirit level, using the right side of it, because where my thumb is, you can see the spirit level's in there. And then I've got my straight edge jig, a circular saw, and I can just trim that to perfection. Do like my circular saw. As you can see to the right here, I've got a table saw, but must admit, do prefer using the circular saw. Offer this in, and that should be just perfect. Use the speed square to mark out where the front and back of the shelf is, so we can get the screw bang in the middle, And then we'll put our tools just out of reach, because it's really important that you get slowed down at regular intervals by having tools in the wrong place. Check square, check square, check square. Screw it in. Job's good. Come around the other side, ready to do the other side. Put the last screw in, and then move all your tools around to the other side. And do this side. Just repeat. Right. Second shelf. Offer it up, mark it up, go and cut it. Not going to show you that. Knock it in and be distracted. You can see the dog here is quite easily excitable by somebody else, and that's caused me to trap my tape measure in it. Turns out it's my son, and he gives the apology to the dog, not to me. Right, set square again, speed square again to mark up where the lines are. Transfer that down, get a longer ruler, offer it down the bottom, and screw and screw. Obviously go all the way around for your screws and your drill. Don't bring the screws around to you. Keep them as far away from you as possible, so you've got to keep walking around. Eventually you work out that actually, if you put the tools in the middle, they are equidistant from both sides. But lovely being an amateur. So exactly the same on this side. Mark up the two lines, transfer the lines down to the bottom. Not worried about the pencil lines, because later in this video you'll see I blow torch it, and that will remove the graphite lines that the pencil leads. Dog's quite happy for a moment, but we're now going to tidy up and clear away, and that'll annoy him because he hates working indoors. Right, blow torch. Burn, 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 and burn some more. Do love a good burning. Letter K, letter M, those are the initials of the dog, of the cats. Burn, 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 burn. Add a branding mark. Let QC have a little look at it. Subscribe if you want to see more of my crap. Or don't, it's up to you. So I'll put some towels there just for fun. We'll now move that round to my son. Oh look, branding mark, lovely. We'll take this round to my son's house and introduce it to the cats. Here's cat 1. Here's cat 2. Now, as it happens, it turns out these two cats are the bravest things that I've ever seen in my life. Not afraid of any dog. So my 6-year-old,
That's why you don't want
got no balance, mind, but they're fearless. So Bailey dog's here. They don't care. Not interested. To be fair, Bailey dog has grown up with 4 cats in my house. But it turns out don't have to worry about the dogs.
Yeah.
So it was a waste of time. Hey ho, they seem quite happy.
Hand. Betty, where's the pussycats?
So we move it into his room. You can see it here on the right hand side. There's one cat asleep here. And this is the beauty shop. Lovely, isn't it? Lovely. Hope you've enjoyed. See you again.